tore the thing up. Damn, dude. You just got that today. It's already in shreds. Wait. Okay. What? Where am I? What is up, my peeps? And welcome to more Childish. Hello. Welcome back to Childish. Yeah. By Anon Knows. It's a beautiful, lovely tomtord fanfiction. Well, I'm sorry, that was very rude of me. Hello, you three. How are y'all? So, basically, we're going to be reading from Astrophobia all the way down to... all the way to Not What He Seems. I had to count there because chapters aren't numbered, so it's like I have to count. And I don't like to math, so mathing is weird. Okay, back to what we were doing. I'm glad you're happy, Heidi. Alright. I'm gonna turn on... Well, hello. What is up, my peeps? I'm sure y'all can see my fabulous new ears. These ears and... Oh, lol. And, I also got a new... Bitch, back the... Okay, I'm sorry. Napoleon! I will stab you! Okay, hold on. Let me go close my door. Napoleon, get your gay butt in here. We all know what you did with Ike. Let's go. Come on. That wasn't a request, dude. That was a command. Oh, I still have... Oh. I just now realized I still have this on my eye. It's makeup. Don't worry, you guys. Alright. Let's do this. Another 2 hours of reading. Let's do this. Fucking hell, bro. My ears. Ears, no, don't do this. Thank you. I don't look beautiful. Like, I look like a drag queen right now, so just, Let's do this. I just died, I'm sorry. I think I just tasted blood. I think I am dying. Alright. Let's do this. Chapter 21. Astrophobia. Fear of thunder. Tom sat down on the cold concrete floor of the building, while Tor decided to look around a bit. There wasn't much to see. Stop drinking out of the top! Okay. There wasn't much to see, but it was evidence that someone had come here before them, multiple times by the look of it. Tord could only assume it was Tom since pictures of him and his old friends littered the walls. Upon further inspection, Tord found multiple guitar picks scattered around the place. He also noticed several empty vodka bottles near the stairway leading to the second floor. Yeah, it was definitely Tom. I'm just gonna move it over here. Yeah, I look terrible right now. Okay. However, Tom seemed to be completely oblivious to his surroundings, as if he didn't recognize anything around him. Which, given the situation, he probably didn't. Tord finally sighed and sat down next to Tom, listening to the heavy rain pelting the window. What the fuck? Pelting the windows. Lightning occasionally lighting up the room, followed by the expected clap of thunder. Mr. Tord? Tom stuttered. Oh, the baby. Okay. Tord looked down at Tom. He was physically shaking and seemed pale. Well, more than normal. What's wrong, Tom? Tord sighed. When will the rain stop? Tom asked, Tord gave him a look of disbelief. How could I know? How could I possibly know that? Tord rolled his eyes. Oh. Tom seemed to be getting scared. Tord got up and brushed... Fuck me, man. We're here. Tord got up and brushed some of the dirt off of his pants. Well, want to explore the second floor with me? Tord suggested, holding a hand out to Tom. Sure, Tom grinned. He grabbed Tord's hand and pulled himself up to the off the ground. Off the ground. Get in the ground. Get in the can. Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted again. Why are you staring at that cabinet? Doug. Oi. Oh. Okay, he's not replying. Look at him. He's being so stupid. Papa. Napoleon Lander. Come here. Come here. Come here. He replies to that, but nothing else. Fucking brat. Alright. Look at the fluff boy. He's a good fluff boy. Okay. Let me fix. Don't you get your hair on my bed. I will slap you. I'll make you look like a rat, boy. A naked rat, boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, let's do this. Fuck you too, dude. Papa! Napoleon! He's so mad. Alright. I'm sorry. I'll probably read further than I ever got to. Let's do this. Fight me! The building... Tord led Tom upstairs and was surprised to find that the lights were on. The building must have been abandoned recently, otherwise Tord was certain the power company would have cut off the power a while ago. I'm sorry. There was actually furniture on the second floor. Just a few chairs and a table or two. There was also a checkered pattern print sleeping bag folded up on one of the chairs. Tom had slept here before? Tom let go of Tord's hand and quickly ran to the sleeping bag. Tord quickly rolling it out. Tom, I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. Tord chuckled. I don't care, I'm cold and tired, Tom whined, snuggling into the sleeping bag. Whatever, it's your call. Tord eventually gave up. He gave up instantly, though. Okay. He probably was, though. I think he was looking at TL. Okay, y'all don't know, but I just flipped the mirror off, so it's like... What was that noise I made? I was like... I'm gonna regret this video. Much like the first floor, various pictures were taped to the walls. Tord rolled his eyes as he scanned over some of the pictures. There were barely any with him in them. And if he was in one, his face was crossed out with what looked like a red marker. He found a desk set up in the corner. A few papers were scattered around the desktop. Most of it was sheet music. Some of the songs Tord recognized, while others were obliviously written by Tom. That wasn't a sneeze. I don't sneeze like that. That's how I clear my throat, because I am mentally retarded. I can't stop petting my tail. My tail is very soft, and it's so freaking cute. Okay. Ugh, that was the pop behind my phone, by the way. Tord scoffed once he realized most of them were about Tord's recent failure. The first one was titled Unwelcome. The second was The Truth. The third was Good Riddance. And the last one was... Wait, What? Tord was able to guess what the first three were about. The first one was about Tord showing up. The second was probably about Tom confronting him. And the last one was probably more likely written sometime after Tom had shot Tord's giant robot down. But the fourth and last one was called Could Have Been Different. Oh wait, could have been different. Tord wasn't sure whether or not he was reading into the title too much, so he decided to read some of the lyrics. The phrase "if only" was repeated several times through the unsurprisingly angsty song. Angsty? Hey, that's pretty angsty. Kill me. Dog. Dearest of the Doug. Dearest of the Doug. Stop. Alright. I'm sorry. Like, this is definitely gonna take me 2 hours if I keep ignoring my responsibility. I fucking took melatonin and now I'm so tired. I'm dying. Alright. From what Tord could tell, the song was about Tom once thinking that him and Tord could have been friends at one point, and Tord wasn't sure how to feel about that. Halfway down the page, there was a sticky note that read, "Dear future me, I swear to God if you think about finishing this song, I will know, and I will find a way to make your life a living nightmare. Signed, Past Tom." Oh, God. Seems like future Tom had listened so far. Tord's hand slowly moved to the Tord's hands moved on their own, folding the sheet music and stuffing it into his pocket. What is wrong with me lately? Tord asked himself, putting his head in his hands, putting his hands in his pockets. Fucking hell. Sorry. Puppies! Okay. Tord was brought out of his self-pity trance by a loud squealing noise. And Tom? Tord watched as Tom hid himself further into the sleeping bag, the thunder outside getting louder. "Mr. Tord, I'm scared. I'm scared." Tom's voice was muffled from the sleeping bag covering his face. "Scared of thunder?" Tord asked. He walked to where Tom was hiding, kneeling down so Tom could see him. Tom peeked out from the sleeping bag and noticed and nodded, confirming Tord's train of thought. "It's loud," Tom whispered. Tord was admittedly a little curious about whether Tom had always had this fear, or if it was just something he was scared of as a child. "All right, Tom. Thunder might be loud, but it can't hurt you." Tord shrugged. "Really?" "Yes, really. You're fine, Tom." Tord sighed. Another clap of thunder decided to fill the room. Tom screeched and Tom screeched and jumped into Tord's arms, visibly shaking. "I don't want to die," Tom cried. Oh. Tord was going to pry him off of him, but unfortunately his grip was just too strong. Okay. Friggin' hell, I think I'm breaking out to that makeup that I had on last night. You know, the one with the upside down cross on my face and crap like that. Not sure if I uploaded a video with that. I don't know. Alright. He sighed and began comforting Tom, petting his surprisingly soft hair. "You're right, Tom. Everything is fine." Tord was mentally scolding himself. He felt like a mother bird, and that just wasn't natural. Tom was softly crying, his face pressed against Tord's black hoodie. If someone had told Tord he'd be in this situation, he would have called them crazy and probably would have shot them in the head. Yeah. "Thank you, Mr. Tord," Tom mumbled. Tord's eyes shifted downwards. Wait, downwards some of the pictures on the wall. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to get some research done. Tom, can I ask you something? Tord asked. Tom looked up at Tord, his face stained with tears. You'll have to let go of me first. Tord chuckled. No. Oh, no! Tom squeaked. Tord rolled his eyes and stood up, Tom still clinging onto him. Tord managed to stumble over to a wall with Tom still hanging off of him. I want you to look at these pictures and tell me if you recognize anyone. Tord explained. Tom hesitantly released Tord and carefully examined the pictures. Very different. He looks like me. Tom laughed, pointing at a picture of himself. Yeah, he kinda does. Tord smirked, trying to hold in his laughter. I can't really see who that is. Tom sighed, referring to one of the photos where Tord's face was crossed out. Tord patiently waited for Tom to continue. Hey, it's Ed and Matt! Tom gasped. Tord's eyes widened. You remember them? Tord exclaimed. They were the guys you warned me about. They were the guys you warned me about. The ones who tried taking me away from you yesterday. Okay. Tom frowned. Tord let out a sigh of relief. He didn't remember them as friends, but as the people who tried to take him away. Wait. Yesterday? They tried taking you away yesterday? Tord asked. Yeah, I was asleep with Paul and Patrick and they grabbed me and tried to run out of the window. Tom exclaimed. I told those two to watch you. Ugh, I swear, the next time I see those idiots, it wasn't their fault, Mr. Tord. Please don't be mad at them. Please don't be mad at them. I like them, Tom whined. Tord was honestly a little surprised that Tom had managed to bond with them so quickly. Guess Paul and Patrick weren't that incompetent after all. Fine, but I'm still going to talk to them about it when we get back, Tord growled. Yay! Tom grinned, hugging Tord again. Tom, did someone forget the hug policy? What? But we're not at the base. I win! Tom cheered. What am I going to do with you? Tord frowned. Tom laughed and hugged Tord even tighter. Tord gave him a warm smile and ended up catching himself and mentally slapped himself. He doesn't have the capacity to care. He can't afford to, especially not for his enemy. Are you sure about... Hold on, I'm pretty sure. Can y'all see me better? Because I'm not sure because my camera sucks ass. Yeah, these are the headphones I use, by the way. Not that y'all... I turned it off. Okay, I'm sorry. Especially not for his enemy. Tord eventually gave into the hug, which just made Tom's smile grow wider. Both completely forgetting about the horrific storm raging outside. Hurricanes and confessions. I can't screech because there was a bubble in my throat. Hello. Ed was sleeping soundly on the couch. Rather than bother him about the now raging storm outside, which ended up waking Matt up, Matt decided it would be in his best interest to let Ed finally get some sleep. Matt managed to shift just enough so that he could get off the couch without disturbing Ed, grabbing a pillow from Ed's room and brought it towards the couch. Carefully propping Ed's head up. Matt decided to go back and grab a blanket as well, tucking Ed in. Matt just couldn't help but stare. Ed snuggled into the blanket further, smiling in his sleep with a small blush covering his face. Adorable, Matt smiled. He was glad his friend was finally letting himself relax a little. Matt was honestly starting to get worried about Ed and his shrinking sanity. Matt's eyes were suddenly drawn to the window closest to him, watching as raindrops pounded against the window. Is this the confession I'm thinking of? Please tell me it is. What is on my shoulder? It is called hair. I am smart. He had completely forgotten about the oncoming storm, even though it was on the news. It was all the news would talk about lately. He never really paid attention to the news anyway. Too many boring facts and big words that confused Matt to no end. He knew that Ed would occasionally watch the news, but he wasn't one of those people who would just sit in front of the screen and watch nothing but the news for hours upon hours. Freaking hell. Hair, stop it. Matt chuckled. His thoughts always seemed to lead him back to Ed. No matter what he was originally thinking about, Matt took another look at the fascinating chaos happening right outside the window. Matt was never afraid of storms. Well, no. If there was a tornado warning or something like that, then Matt would probably panic. Other than that, however, Matt was completely unafraid. I'm the same as Matt. Like, fucking I can't do it. There's a tornado warning. Me. I know that looks so stupid because I'm having to do this. Oh god. Just tornado warning. There is a tornado in your area. Oh my god, there's a fire. Okay, sorry. According to Ed, he used to be afraid of lightning, but got over it as he got older. Matt was pretty sure he knew someone else who was actually petrified of thunder. Who was that again? Matt? Wait. Is it raining? Oh, right! The storm! Wow, I completely forgot about that. A tired voice. Where was I? A tired voice yawned. Matt turned around only to be met with a heartwarming sight. Ed was sitting up on the couch, rubbing his eyes along with his long sleeves. Matt's long sleeve, technically. Sorry, Ed. I didn't mean to wake you up, Matt sighed. You didn't. Hello. You didn't. I'm pretty sure it was the rain that did it. Man, that is loud, Ed chuckled. Right? I'm surprised you didn't wake up earlier, Matt grinned. What can I say? I was tired, Ed smiled. Like, I went to bed at 2:30 last night, and I woke up at 12:40. Oh my god. Okay. Ed smiled. Hey, Ed? Yeah, Matt? Do you know anyone who's afraid of thunder? It seems to have slipped my mind, Matt trailed off. Oh yes, you may not remember him, but Tom is terrified of thunder. He always has been. I thought it would have gotten better with age, like my fear of lightning, but if anything, it's just gotten worse. Yeah, I'm dying. Hello, small Tom. Hello, small Tom. How are you? Okay, let me freaking sit up in this mother. I'm dying inside. Ed replied. Really? Huh. Yeah, I remember when he was a kid, he would hug the life out of his bear. Don't you remember? Our teacher always had to give us surprise sewing lessons during thunderstorms. And can't say I do. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Tom thinks it's an embarrassing fear. I know that. I'm dying. That's good. I'm doing pretty good too. Pop! I have to jerk my arm in order for it to pop, for my elbow to pop. So if y'all just see me going like this, if y'all just see me going like that, then that means I'm trying to pop my arm or my elbow, whatever. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Tom thinks it's an embarrassing fear. I know that now whenever Tom hears thunder, he hides in some really weird places. I found him in the fridge once, and when I asked him what he was doing, he said that he was pulling an Indiana Jones, and then slammed the refrigerator door in my face. Yeah. Ed laughed, and then Matt just couldn't help but laugh along with him. It's gonna be a long chapter. Like, I'm not even close to being halfway done with it. That sounds hilarious. I wish I would have been there for the... That sounds hilarious. I wish I would have been there for that, Matt grinned. You were. Ed frowned. Sorry. Matt silently cursed himself for making Ed frown. Why couldn't he remember anything pertaining to Tim? Tom! I meant Tom. Oh, sorry. Matt awkwardly laughed. I hope Tom isn't freaking out right now. Although I guess since he's only a child right now, he's probably looking for something to hug to death. Ed sighed, quickly changing the subject. If we're lucky, it'll be that Tord guy, Matt chuckled. If only it was that easy. Child or not, I'm pretty sure Tom would rather die than hug Tord. He might, you never know. Based on what happened last night, I'd say his memory is almost as bad as mine right now. Right. Ed's face fell again. Seriously? Again? Oh yes, I do have Ed's World Amino. I'm LG, capital L and a G. Capital L and a capital G. So I'm pretty easy to find. Matt actually wanted to punch himself. I didn't mean anything by it. I was just, stating the obvious. Matt mumbled. I know you didn't mean anything by it. It's just a sensitive topic for me right now. I'm so sorry, Ed. I lost my train of thought. I know you and Tam are close, Matt tried comforting. Ed put his hand on his shoulder. It's not just that, Matt. I know you don't remember, but Tord was a good friend, and he betrayed us and left us. After a while, we finally came to the realization that it was probably for the best. But it still hurt. And now Tom's gone, and I just don't know what to do anymore. I refuse to let anyone I refuse to lose anyone else. Ed began shouting. Matt's arms moved on their own, grabbing Ed's hand and intertwining their fingers. Ed looked up at him in shock. Ed, promise you that I will never give up on looking for Tom with you. I will stay by your side until we find him. And I promise that as long as I'm around, you will never lose another friend again, Matt declared, nothing but sincerity in his eyes. Why? Ed asked. What? Why are you so determined on helping me? Tord is dangerous whether you remember him or not. Tord is dangerous whether you remember it or not. You could walk away right now and never face the consequences. Any consequences. So why? Why are you so intent on helping me? Why are you so intent? Why are you so intent on helping me of all people? Ed shouted in Matt's face, tears falling faster than the raindrops outside. Matt's instincts took over. He leaned closer to Ed and Get a hold of yourself, LG. You got this. He leaned closer until Ed until the spaces between them was non-existent, pressing his lips against Ed's surprisingly soft ones. Ed was of course surprised, but he soon melted into the kiss, tears streaming down his face. It was in that moment that Ed felt fireworks, as if all his worries had just been blasted away into one beautiful fireworks display. Meanwhile, Matt had forgotten everything that he had ever known. The only memory in his mind felt important at that moment. Oh wait, what? The only memory in his mind felt was important at that moment. Wait, hold on, I'm reading it wrong. I can tell. Okay. Him and Ed, and he made sure that this was the only thing he'd always have seared into his mind. They pulled away from each other after what felt like a millennia, but in reality it was probably about 40 seconds. Holy shit! Okay, or so. Ed's fireworks managed to keep themselves in check, and most of Matt's memories came flooding back to him. Why? It's because I love you, Ed. I think I always have, Matt smiled. Ed chuckled and wrapped Matt in a warm embrace. I love you too, Ed mumbled. Okay. I can only fangirl for a few seconds because, of course, I'm on a schedule right now. Hold on. Oh, yay. Hello. Matt smiled and opened his mouth to say more, but stopped once he realized Ed had actually fallen asleep. He really needs more sleep. I promise to always stay by your side, Matt sighed, kissing the top of Ed's head. Look how cute this is. This art is so cute. This one was from Andrew Tariq, I don't know. This is cool. Oh. I might end this here because I'm getting really tired. Again, we're like... So I just read about 4 chapters. 3 chapters. No. I read only 2 chapters. Right, because we were going to read to like... Where were we going to read? I forgot. I think we were going to read to like... a horrifying realization or something like that. Hold on. We're going to read from Astrophobia to Not What He Seems. I cannot do that tonight. I took a melatonin and I'm currently dying. Maybe tomorrow I'll make up for it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I'm sorry again